Oh my goodness, everybody. Can we get there? We're so close. Holy cow. Is it possible? Hello, my fiery friends, the Infernoman here with the Decathlon special event. And as we're continuing on, this is event number 4 now, where it's Emblem Standard. So a couple things real quick. I haven't played Standard in forever, so I have no idea what's good. But on the other hand, because this is an Emblem event, as you can see, what we're basically going to be able to get is we'll have at the beginning of each of our upkeeps, we get to choose a treasure, clue, or food token. Now, naturally, this means that we're probably going to want to lean into an artifact specialized deck, and most likely that's where this meta is going to go. Hopefully this time, I feel it, this time we're hopefully going to grab a victory and get those 7 wins. So the deck we're going to be picking for the special event is going to be our Jeskai Emblem deck. So this deck is basically going to just focus on trying to get to Portal to Phyrexia. We're going to hopefully try to get enough to get a Cityscape Leveler and then smash our opponent to pieces. To get there, however, we're going to actually not want to cast this for 9 mana. So we have a couple of ways to cheat on this. So besides taking advantage of the emblem that showed us that we were going to be able to get some treasure tokens, we're going to try to dump into the graveyard our artifacts using Faithful Mending as a way to do that. We have Fable the Mirror Breaker. We have the Elder Dragon Ward. Again, these cards dump the expensive artifacts into the decks, that way we can bring them out later on using our copies of Repair and Recharge. Not only do these also bring back artifacts, but we can also bring back enchantments or planeswalker cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. So as you kind of can figure, we're mostly a control deck where we're just hopefully just trying to stabilize in the early game, get rid of the low level threats with cards such as Brotherhood's End. We have that Elder Dragon Ward to do a little extra damage. We can do some spot removing with the Wandering Emperor if we need to. If we have to, we have a single copy of Negate to kind of cancel out whatever our opponent is trying to get rid of. Sunset Revelry also does the same thing, where it creates a couple tokens. Most of our early game plan is either create some cheap little tokens to do some early damage, filter through our deck, get through what we need to, and then finish off our opponent with the big stuff. Now, to get there, of course, we're also going to want to make sure that we have a little extra card draw. So we have Saheeli Filigreed Master to kind of help us scry, take advantage of those free artifacts we're going to get to then tap them and draw some cards. We also will, of course, Burn Down the House is also one of our bigger removal spells, and we have a single copy of Farewell if we have to just clean out the whole board in one go. Other cards that actually help kind of synergize with this is the +1/+1 counters being put on tokens can also be removed with cards such as Sanctuary Warden, which allow us to also make additional tokens on top of that. But ideally, the perfect game plan is we can reanimate with Repair Recharge our single copy of One with the Multiverse. This powerful enchantment basically allows us to look at the top card of our library at any time. We can play lands and cast spells from the top of our library, and once during each of our turns, we can cast a spell from our hand or the top of our library without paying its mana cost. In other words, we basically get a free spell. Now, even though we only have a single copy of Cityscape Leveler, we have 3 copies of Portal Phyrexia. We really want to lean into getting this out so we can just destroy our opponent's field and just constantly keep bringing their creature cards back under our control, so that way we can just turn them against our opponent. Finally, the land base, not really anything surprising here. We just have a little bit of everything. We got Otawara and our Ijanos is more spot removal and bounce spell. Otherwise, just plain island, mountain, single copies of each. And because I don't have enough rares or mythics to get the remaining stuff, we're just going to mix in whatever tap lands and dual lands we can grab. So that's why we have a couple copies of Tranquil Grove. If our opponents are playing a lot of creature heavy decks, this deck does a lot of heavy damage. However, the biggest weakness to the deck is if we don't stabilize early enough, we will lose. But before we continue, if you like any of the content that I do, all I ask for you is please give a like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the deck techs, booster pack openings, gameplay, and so much more. So without further ado, let's now take this into the event and get started. Okay, everybody, so here we go. We are playing in the Decathlon event, event number 4, which is the Emblem event. And let's see what we got. Well, we got ways of drawing cards if we have to and making some tokens, depending on the situation. We have one with the Multiverse. We just need to throw it into the yard and then recast it later on. So let's give it a try and see what happens. Teething Wormlet. Alright. Okay, make that treasure. Draw. Alright, so we got the portal. We got our big stuff. We just need to wait a way to throw them away. Huh. Okay. So with that, let's Shivan Reef. Sunset Revelry. Make some tokens. This gives us something to at least block with for a little bit. In fact, they do not. Okay. They get blue token. Draw. We got planes. Wastes. And pass. So we have enough mana. We just need to get to our payoffs. That's the only thing we got to do now. Alien Descent. Oh, I remember this card. I actually like this card. Crack the clue, draw a card. Shift Reap. Okay. Take food token. Stormcarve Coast. Sunset Revelry. Back up to 20. No attacks. Patchwork Automation. Opponent is swinging again. Block with the token. I don't really mind losing our tokens because we just have ways of getting through that. So with that, Sundown Pass. Before this gets out of hand, we need to just deal with this now. Okay. Yotian Descent. Swinging. Down to 16. Wandering Emperor is good here. Okay, that's fine. Shivet Reef. Pass. If our opponent is still stuck on mana, that gives us a small edge here. Not by much. Patchwork Automate. Okay, so there should be ideally... Hopefully if they have no protection, we should be able to at least get rid of this other card. Wandering Emperor. Ping ourselves. -2 on the Teething Wormlets. Get that off the field. Okay.
You are not much of a roadblock.
We will put a counter on nothing, just to pump it up.
I have got new moves to teach you.
And do we do this now? I think we wait. If they could put down at least another creature, then it's more viable to get that farewell down. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Simian Simulacrum. They put counters on stuff. Let's see if they double swing at Wandering Emperor. If they don't, then we actually have an edge here. There we go. So we bounce. Let's see, what do we bounce? Get that off the field. Down to 11. We're gonna eat the food now. Oh, num 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 num. Let us wastes. Farewell. Exile all artifacts and creatures. And we don't have anything in the graveyard, so we'll just do that too. So that cleans the field. Wandering Emperor. Make a samurai. Okay.
May your blade strike.
Slowly but surely, we are going to try to get there. Our opponent has been strapped on mana, so that has given us an advantage. But we're hoping it just holds out long enough so we can actually draw into some more action. Because that's the only thing we're missing right now. Wait for this. Okay.
Our swords will cross again.
Deserted Beach. Alright, well, here we go. One with the multiverse. Ooh, now that's a hit. And there we go. Whew! Alright. Thank you, deck. Okay, we're looking good. First win, finally. Alright, here we go, everybody. We are playing again in the Decathlon event. We are going at game 2. We are up 1 win right now, so we're already doing better than last time. So, I'll take that. Let's see. Anyways, we have 3 lands. They're going to be tapped for a little bit. That's okay. We have a lot of enchantments that we actually can draw into, so I think we can keep this. Opponent is going first, which is annoying. We make our treasure. Okay, we got Wandering Emperor, which is nice. Let's put down Stormcarved Coast first. clue. Opponent is mono black. Yep. Oh boy. We will also make a clue. Draw. Okay, Saheeli's not bad. Chivalry. Yes, now. Let's see. We can get tokens down. On the other hand. Yeah. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We might as well get it down while we can. If our opponent has removal, they have removal. That's something we just can't stop. And they make a food. Another swamp. Yep. I kind of figured. I was like, they have to have the cut down somewhere. And there it was. Alright, so we go down to 17. We make our food. Oh, nom nom nom. Storm Card Coast. Discard 2 cards. So I think one Elder Dragon can go away. Draw a card. Okay, Sanctuary Warden. Sundown Pass. We're going to make some humans. Gain some life. Back up to 21. So right now the game plan is just, we just need to just stall out as long as we can get to our finishers. We're slowly setting ourselves up here. We're starting to get our lands in place. Liliana of the Veil. If they make us discard,
No more distractions.
that's actually not a disadvantage for us. Or it looks like they're gonna, okay. We sacrifice a token. A little annoying, but that's not bad. If they swing, that's actually even better. They do not. We then get our Fable Flip. Get our Wastes. We're going to put down Saheeli. Because now we can take advantage of our tokens that are just sitting there. Or actually, hold on.
It's so satisfying to wallop someone with a beautiful piece of art.
Let's actually make some Thopters. Swing and take out Liliana. Okay, Liliana's off the field, so now we don't have to worry about that.
Nothing more.
We now have some blockers for the time being. Shieldred. Not surprised. I was expecting Shieldred was going to appear at some point. They go swinging. Jump block here. Tenacious Underdog dies. We have Wandering Emperor next turn, so we're in a decent spot. We lose 2 life, which is annoying. Storm Carve Coast. Scry 1. Another land.
Of course I can improve on ancient designs.
To the bottom. We will tap the food, draw a card. Okay, another Sundown Pass. It's okay. Let's see. No attacks. We want them to swing with Shieldred. That's the only way we're going to be able to get out of this one. Either that or Sanctuary Warden's going to have to come down. Okay, Tenacious Underdog. That's fine. There we go. Alright. Ping ourselves. Wandering Emperor.
Now you've done it.
Minus.
Coming on.
Exile Shieldred. Get that off the field. Whew.
My judgment is fun.
Make a Thopter token. Protect. Yes! Now we're talking. That's right, everyone. All right, again, Decathlon event number 4. We are up 2 wins right now, no losses. So let's try to keep going. We're finally riding high now. I know it's only 2 wins, but I'm feeling a lot better. So let's keep this because we have a Faithful Mending. We're hopefully going to be able to toss something. We have 4 lands, which is heavy, but we do have some high-end stuff. So I'm feeling good about this. We're going to keep it. In theory, with that treasure token we have, we can get to our Repair Recharge pretty quick here. Loot Artifact. Okay, it's mono white aggro. Treasure token. Okay, here we go. Okay. We're exactly where we want to be right now. We're going to wait for, obviously, the Faithful Mending. We just have to hope that our opponent stumbles a little bit. Jetmir's card. Okay, so Naya tokens? Humans? Tokens. You gain life. Life gain's not too much of a worry for us. Make a clue. Draw. Alright. And let's put down the island. Pass. Okay, so we're setting up here pretty well. If our opponent does have removal for the portal, that could hurt us a bit. Ooh. Wedding announcement. This has been an underrated card, but in standard it's been pretty powerful. Because it keeps going off. Yep. Tap treasure token. Gain life. Faithful mending now. Draw 2. Throw away portal. Throw away actually Tranquil Grove. Make a food. Wandering Emperor is not bad. So we're looking decent here. We're making progress. It doesn't look like it, but we're making progress, everybody. Once wedding announcement flips, that's where it gets a little annoying. But on the other hand, if it flips... Okay, they're drawing a card. That's kind of good. Okay, well, they got theirs. Another creature. Okay, another Galagreeters. Still annoying. But we want them to also tap out here. It's tempting to put down the Wandering Emperor, not gonna lie. But the reason why we can't do that is we need to make sure we have the mana so we can bring back that portal to Phyrexia. Afterwards, then we can just start going off. So, Faithful Mending. Hitting us again. Okay, so there's our 2 Fable of the Mirror Rakers, which is nice. Throw away 1 Fable, throw away Shipping Reef. Deserted Beach. Okay, Stormcard Coast. Repair and recharge. Bring back the portal. Yep. That was a pretty easy prediction. Okay, so the Galagreeters, thankfully he hasn't pumped them up, so we still have time to build up our army. Ginny Fae. That means they're going to make a bunch of cat and dog tokens. So what do they make? Cat? Meow. Nope, they make a dog. Woohoo! Okay, another cat dog. Nope, they pump. Make a token. There we go, there's the other dog. Morph! Okay, we're getting close to a point where we're gonna need a Wrath. They bring in their Luminous Phantom, and that's just to make sure that we can't cast it. Okay, wedding announcement. Flips. Repair and recharge again. Let's sack the clue. Draw a card. It's a Healy. Okay. So I need Wandering Emperor to come in and then just exile something. If they do a big swing, we can exile... Probably gonna have to exile Ginny Fae. That's the biggest threat right now. Ooh, that's kind of nasty. Our deck is definitely set to deal with creatures, but we're not digging into our wraths for once. Okay, this is gonna get a little disgusting here. And they are going off. Oh boy. A Wrath would be nice next turn. That's all I need. Wandering Emperor. Get rid of their Ginny Fae. They gain a life. But this hurts. Ouch. Well, we tried, everybody. Yeah, they got their tokens out faster than us. That's okay. Okay, everybody, here we go. So we are down 1, but we are up 2. So at this point, again, the hardest part is just knowing what your opponent is trying to play. And this is where it gets tricky because we have the means to get to victory, but we just need to make sure we get the correct cards. So I think we're going to keep this because we have the Faithful Mending, we have tap lands, Brother's Hood End is the Wrath, and Fable can just generate for us some card advantage if we need to. So let's keep this, and we'll make our treasure. Sundown Pass. If we can get an untapped land here, then we're in good shape. because we can then Faithful Mending away what we don't need. They also have a tap land. Clue. Portal to Phyrexia. That's actually good. So, second Sundown. Pass. So we have two options here. We can either Faithful Mending depending on what they play, or we can Fable. Okay, opponent is playing Ravine. Well, that's going to be annoying. We make her food. Another Sundown pass. Let's see. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Make that Gobbo Treasure. Make a food. If Ravine starts swinging, that means they get to throw away stuff for free. At least not yet. Kaito Shizuki.
If the powerful won't help, I'll do it myself.
Okay, they connive. They throw away a counterspell. Interesting. Draw a card. We can discard 2. Draw 2. Let's play Deserted Beach. We go swinging. Make a treasure. And second Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Put more pressure on our opponent. Pass. Okay, well, we have 2 treasures. We have basically 6 mana. We just need to get to our payoffs. We get to our payoffs, and then we're in excellent shape. Yep, we're definitely going to need to get to our payoffs ASAP at this point. Okay, we're going to Faithful Mending now. Get some life. We need to keep 1 land. Throw away those 2. Now, depending on how next turn goes, will depend on what we do. Draw a card. They gain life. Do they swing? They do not. Interesting. So Healy's not bad. Transform. Nothing. We go attacking to take out Kaido. If they double block here, then that's actually good. They do. Brotherhood's End. 3 damage to everything.
I've been watching your moves.
Sundown Pass. Saheeli. Scry 1. Land to bottom. We need action. Tap the food, draw a card. Okay, still a land. That's okay. We have now a card draw engine. Maybe it was a bad idea to have 3 full copies of Portal to Phyrexia. Maybe we should have gone 3. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Was that a good or bad ratio? Let me know in the comments below if you're at this point in the video. Draw a card, discard a card.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Moving away. Throw away the Wandering Emperor. Okay. I have a wedding announcement. Interesting. Make our Gobbo. Let's Saheeli. Scribe 1. We don't need lands. We need action. Tap the food, draw. Oh my god. Oh, deck! Don't betray me now. Okay. Faithful Mending. Okay, there we go. Portal to Phyrexia goes down. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Throw out the wastes. Pass the turn. Okay. So, secondary game plan is, in theory, we might have enough to just hardcast Portal to Phyrexia. Wandering Emperor. That's okay. Make a token. I'm guessing they're going to try to flip here.
To me.
Beginning of your... Okay, it's at the end step. Okay. Draw a card. Okay, opponent. Cards and graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities. Alright, Faithful Mending. Now that I know that, let's see. Throw away the portal. Throw away Stormcarved Coast. That's annoying for now, because now we can't really do anything with these. However, we already have a portal in our hand. Okay, so let's see. How do we get out of this? Okay. -2.
Two beauties coming at you.
Deserted beach. Take out the Wandering Emperor.
Until next time, then.
We then Brotherhood's End. Sweep the board. We do lose the
Clearly, my
Healy.
designs have room for improvement.
Sacrifice the clue, draw a card. Pass. Okay. That was a little painful for us. Not gonna lie. But that bought us time. They draw a card, discard a card. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This makes 9. So if they tap out here, then we can just hard cast Portal of Phyrexia straight out, and hopefully that should be enough. Well, also, we can also Elder Dragon War too. Oh, actually, we might want to do this now. Okay. Chivalry. Portal of Phyrexia. No, it resolves. Woo! Okay, so we can now start bringing stuff back now that we got rid of their creature here that was going to hold us back. Another one. Interesting. Okay. You can do that, opponent. That's kind of frustrating still. They have another one. Start a card, draw a card.
Now this is a juicy secret.
We do have some options here to get through. Okay, so what do we do here? I think Sanctuary Warden comes in. Comes in with 2 shield counters. No, Vortex. Okay. Well, that's frustrating. We still have to find... Well, we need to find a way out of this still. I think we can still do it. I'm not giving up yet. Draw a card, discard a card. I'm surprised they're not swinging. What's in our graveyard? What? We have 1 portal. 2 portals are in the yard. We've already used up our Faithless Mendings. Oh boy. This is where it gets disgusting. Ugh. Okay, we're in trouble here. We're in serious trouble. I'm gonna gain some life. Let's see, hold on. Do this now.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it.
Exile that.
You're done.
Let's see, and then... Make a dragon. For protection. Opponent's cracking the clue. Alright, so now they're trying to find an answer. If we can start bringing back their stuff, then we also can get back in this fight. Getting their shield is actually going to be really nice here. Tenacious Underdog. They go swinging. So Wandering Emperor will die. Draw 2. They gain some life. No blocks. Wandering Emperor dies, sadly.
Our swords will cross again.
Ow, this bombs die. So with this, we bring back Shieldred for us. Gain some life, lose some life. Okay, let's see. Elder Dragon War. Discard the Chivalry, hopefully drawn to something. Okay, well, I mean, do we just do this now? I guess. This makes us some tokens. So no attacks. No more life gain for them, but no more drain either. Slowly but surely, if we can start stealing more of their creatures with Portal to Phyrexia, then we might have a shot. It's still a little annoying, though, because that Wedding Festivity and their legendaries are definitely going to stop us for quite a bit. But I'm looking at their pile right now. We can get Refrain from them. If we must. What would be sweet is if I can just have Shieldred just be a flyer, and then I can just start chump blocking everything. Go swinging. That's a lot of cards to draw. And we'll throw them all away. But then they gain life, but then they also lose life. Okay, so with this, hold on. Actually, hold on. Do it this way. Block with Shieldred. Tenacious Underdog. Let's see. They can exile that to give everything hexproof and indestructible. They lose that. Down to 14. They draw a card. Gain life. Draw a card again. We then bring back Shieldred again. Dragon. Ooh, here we go. Do we have another? Oh, we do. Okay. Okay. We bring back another portal to Phyrexia. They sacrifice the board. There we go. Okay, so with that.
Now this is getting fun.
Okay, so our opponent brings in Dennick to make sure we can't bring anything else back. But that only is going to hold him for so long. We really need right now our Cityscape Leveler. We get that, then we can pretty much clean out this game. Where is it? Like, we're halfway through the deck and we still haven't been able to get to our Cityscape Leveler. Yeah, maybe we should have put in 2 copies of that. I don't know. No, that's way too late for that. Otawara bounces away the token. Sadness. Tenacious Underdog. Go swinging. We're gonna lose Kaito this turn. Wait, opponent wanted to swing with Dennick? I mean, that's fine. That gets it off the field, so we can recur stuff again.
Oh, there will be next. Bet you can't catch us.
Oh, they had another Dennick. That's why. That's fine. They draw a card, but they get pinged. Okay, just a negate. That's not anything exciting. But we're going to slowly make some progress here. They can't bring any of their stuff back either. That kind of hurts them a little bit. We will negate that. Wow, they actually had a negate too? Come on. Come on. That's wrong. That's not fair. Oh my god. No blocks. Dang, this one card is literally holding the whole game plan back. I swear, like, sometimes I would say Arena really likes to just give us matches where we just have that one card that shuts down the whole plan. So now they're just going to start swinging with Tenacious Underdog over and over again to keep getting those card advantage. Ah, jeez. Come on, a deck. If there was any moment where I needed this deck to kick in, would be now. Okay. This would be a really good time to kick in deck. Okay. That's not the worst. So here's how we're going to do this. Okay. 2 swings. 3. We gain life. Bounce. This technically doesn't do it, I realize, because they can still sack. We're down to 2. That gets that off the field. Dennick. Sack. Draw. I mean, we can now bring some stuff back for the time being. Shieldred. And... Actually, hold on. Do we bring out Dennick? Actually, Owl might be better. Okay. Gain some life. Tranquil Cove to gain more life. Oh boy. This has been such a grind. Ping. If they can hold these, if we can hold these creatures on for a little bit longer, we might be able to somehow bounce out of this. Oh man, that last turn was pretty brutal. Okay, deck, can you come in handy? Non-land permanent. So we have some stuff that we can bring in. I think that might be the best option. Wandering Emperor.
You're just underwhelming.
This at least prevents them for one turn from swinging. They swing, I can just exile. Dennick number 2. Wait, don't they legend rule themselves? Oh, yeah, they legend rule themselves there. Wait, did our opponent know that? Ow. Again. But then I could just Wandering Emperor on the turn here. Actually, instead... Okay. Here's how we can do this. Dennick goes away. Put a counter on that. Okay, we bring back now Rafine. We bring back Ow again. Draw a card. Gain life. Put a counter on something. Put it on Owl. No attacks yet. Pass. Oh boy, this has been a grind, everybody. I mean, even if I lose the next ones, this match has actually been pretty intense. But I will say one thing, if nothing else for this whole thing, man, we're almost out of cards. Your opponent's down to 10 cards. I'm down to 25. But I will definitely say this deck can grind. And this isn't just a standard deck, too. Holy cow. Ward 1, so they have to pay it. They get rid of that. But our Portal to Phyrexia just keeps bringing them back. We're slowly going up on life here. Second winning announcement. Tenacious Underdog, again. Okay, next turn I'm probably going to have to pull out that Tenacious Underdog just to get it off the field for us. Now here. And that's annoying. They draw a card. Ping them again. They're slowly getting worn down here. So we will take this time their Tenacious Underdog. And we'll take a Rafine again. So no more of their shenanigans. We draw a card. Put a counter on... Let's see. What do we do? Put on the Tenacious Underdog. So now it's protected from any removal there. I'm going to swing here. And then allow... There we go. Oh, thank goodness. I was trying to do the math in my head right now. I'm like, I think we can win right here? But, oh, thank goodness. Our opponent just gave up. Oh, what a match. All right, everybody, here we go. Decathlon 4. We are still in this. We are playing in the Emblem event. And, wow, that last match was such a grind. Like, honestly, if you're still watching right now, kudos to you guys. I don't even know how I'm going to edit all this in time for tomorrow. I might just throw up the video raw just because. But we'll do what we can just to cut it down to the nitty-gritty. In any case, okay, so we have 3 lands, which is good. Wandering Emperor, Sanctuary Warden, Fable. I think we're going to keep this. So we're currently right now up 3, and we are down 1. So at the very minimum, if we lose the next 2 matches and just break even at 3-3, at worst, we broke even with getting our gold back in the form of 2 packs, which is not the worst. Okay, so we get another land. That's good. Let's put down a deserted beach now. So we may be able to Wandering Emperor by this next turn. Fine. Annoying, but not the worst.
Nobody knows Domino in their shadows like me. Don't.
Okay, what do they discard? We will discard Sanctuary Warden. They threw away Evoke Despair, which is interesting. Okay, we got an island. In that case, then... Chivalry. If we know our opponent, they're probably going to just tick down to get rid of the Goblin token. Which is fine. We have ways of getting around it anyway. But that Invoke Despair is going to be a problem for us. No. Discard a card.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We'll throw away the island. We'll throw away Shivan Reef. So I'm guessing they're Grixis control? Okay, that's why. They already had the means. Make a food. Another land. Okay, so we discard one land. Draw a card. Oh. We just get another land. Goody goody gumdrops, everybody. But let's do this. Fable. Again. At least if nothing else, the Fables constantly put pressure on our opponent because they have to either deal with the tokens or the enchantment. So it's one or the other for our opponents. I swear if they have Shieldred. Blood Tithe Harvester. Not Shieldred, but that's fine. Who would have thought this card actually was going to be the card to beat right now in Standard? Okay, so they make a sack.
I've always hated crowds.
Brotherhood's End. Discard a card here. Discard a land. Now we get another land. That's fine. At least we're getting them out of our hands. Pass. Sack the clue. They draw a card. Xander's Lounge. Reckoner Bankbuster. Draw a card. Sacrifice the Blood Tithe Harvester. Let's just make it easy then. We'll just get rid of Brotherhood's End.
Drop it.
Wandering Emperor coming in. Make a Samurai token.
Keep watch for intrusion.
Okay, so we got to repair and recharge. We then hit Liliana.
You know, I think you look better as a corpse.
If they make us discard again, we can at least sack the clue and get something. Do I forget to put it on my land? Oh, oops. Sacrifice the clue, draw a card. Okay, it's a Faithful Mending. That's okay.
Don't overthink things.
Faithful Mending there. Evoke Despair. Boy. Alright, well, we sack... They draw a card. We lose the Wandering Emperor. But we still get to keep our Samurai token. And we can repair and recharge anyway. Eat the food. Oh, num 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 num. Ooh, a negate. Okay, well, that's not bad. Okay, Liliana's down.
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
Let's see. I guess we can repair and recharge now. No, not yet. I know. Someone out there's like, wait. And then someone might tell me to put the pressure on right now since our opponent's like basically got nothing left. Ugh, am I being too greedy? Corpse Appraiser. Oh, I forgot I had that in the graveyard. Oh, maybe I should have brought that back in. Actually, no, I can't. Repair and recharge, I forgot, doesn't do creatures. That's fine. That's okay. Reading cards is important, everybody. Alright, Faithful Mending. Come on. Give me something good. No. Mountain, Brotherhood's End. Oh, we tried. Tranquil Cove. Nothing there. we just do it now? They only have one card. But at the same time, we have to have negate ready to go. Let's go swinging and see what they do. Wow, they actually didn't turn it on. Okay, so, They draw a card. Alright, opponent. Well, the field is clear. Corpse Appraiser again. Exile their own Corpse Appraiser. Digging through their deck. Alright. Alright, yeah, just another Plains. Well, I don't know how many more turns we can wait until we get to our actual stuff, and I'm worried that our opponent might actually get something else that might harm us. I think we're going to have to repair and recharge now. This gives us a blocker for the time being. Alright, they make a pilot, so our opponent can start going off here if we're not careful. A Cityscape Leveler here would be so nice. Vote Despair. We're going to counter that. That's all we have left. Alright, so we're out of cards. Opponent turns on the Reckoner Bankbuster. Go swinging. Yep. We have a little extra life, so we can sponge the hit for now, but we can't afford to do this for much longer. Come on, deck. I believe in you. We got 40 cards in there. We gotta have some kind of... Okay, a Braid. Ugh. Come on, deck. Repair and recharge is not bad. So what do we repair and recharge? I guess we're just going to have to go with Wandering Emperor. And then
Run away.
make a Samurai.
Let your blade do the talking.
It gives us a blocker at least. Alright, turn on the Reckoner Bankbuster. Do they go swinging at the Wandering Emperor? Yep. Alright, Wandering Emperor going down. It's fine.
Still have much to learn.
Kaido Shizuki.
No secret is safe from me.
Oh boy. Okay, draw a card.
Now this
Come on, deck.
is a juicy
I believe in you.
secret.
They bring in a Fable the Mirror Breaker. Come on, deck. I believe in you. Well, I mean, it's not the worst. Hold on. Each creature and each opponent. Okay, so we do unfortunately lose our... We swing. Do they block? Of course they do. It's fine. Okay. We don't have any cards to throw away, sadly enough. I thought if... Well, I guess we could have made the dragon token, but I don't know if that was going to be helpful, because they could have had removal regardless. Shieldred. Of course. Always Shieldred. Ay. Come on, deck. Portal to Phyrexia right now would be really sweet.
What do we have here?
Portal to Phyrexia. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Portal to Phyrexia. No. Okay. We're going to throw this away. Come on, deck. Well, Cityscape Lover's not bad. Okay, well, I guess that's not ideal, but let's get Shieldred off the field. Okay. Well, I mean, we have now a blocker. So I guess I'll take that. Let's see. We haven't thrown away any of them, have we? No, we haven't. Come on, deck. 36 cards. God, great. Oh my gosh. Okay. We can unearth it for a turn if we absolutely have to. We can also take out Kaido that way. Does our opponent actually... Wait, does our opponent beat us here? Wait, hold on. Takes 3 to crew. Okay, we're down to 3 with this swing. If our opponent has any other life drain cards, we lose. Make a ninja. Come on, deck.
It's like your defenses aren't even there.
Another regular bank buster. Oh, that's just glorious. Well, make a dragon. That doesn't really do much. Okay. Yeah. That doesn't help us. I mean, it does heavy damage to them, but... Oh, jeez. But this... We lose this at the end of the turn. So swinging here doesn't really do much of anything. Let's see. Yeah. I don't even know what we hit. Ugh, so terrible. Take out the reflecting Kiki-Jiki so it can't make tokens. Take out Kaido. But that's not enough. Yep. They draw a card with regular Bank Buster. Kaido down. Ooh. Portal Phyrexia would be really nice right here. Be really nice. Oh, if only that card was a Portal Phyrexia, we could have turned this whole thing around. So they have another reflection of Kiki-Jiki. They have 2 regular Bank Busters, so in theory they could just turn them both off now. Well, that's it. Now we lost. I think this puts us at what, 2 losses? Yep. Well, that was tootables. Okay, everybody, here we go. We are now down to the end of our rope here. We have 2 losses, but we still have 3 wins. So if nothing else, we do go even with the gold that we spent to get into this event, because we would get 2 packs back, which is the equivalent of, 1,000 equals 1 gold. But in any case, so we got lands, we got some decent stuff here. So let's keep this and see if we can somehow push ourselves to the last part of this event. Treasure, of course. One with the multiverse. That's not bad. That comes in helpful later. Mountain. Fable the Mirror Breaker. As always. We make a clue token. Shano Seed of the Empire. Mountain. We pass, of course. Make a food token. Do they discard 2? I think we're going to play Elder Dragon War next turn. If they tap out here, we can play Elder Dragon War. They do not. We will sack the clue. Draw a card. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Make a food. Having more than 7 cards in this hand is actually not bad, because that means we can just throw away 1 with the multiverse for free without costing us anything. So that's also why I did that. Let's see. Fable the Mirror Breaker? Maybe? Yes. Make the Gobbo. They draw a card with a clue. Fading Hope. They bounce away our token forever. They flip. Still annoying because they're going to ramp up the tokens. We're down to 17. Haughty Jin. Interesting. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Let's see. Discard 2 cards. Let's throw away... Throw away. I think those 2. Draw 2. Storm Carve. Hold on. Sundown Pass.
Elder Dragon War. Maybe? 2 damage to each creature. So we get rid of their tokens. That's cool. Haughty Djinn we can deal with because we do have an Ajano Seed of the Empire. We also have Wandering Emperor. This is not that strong yet, so we're fine. Ooh, we have the Repair and Recharge. We have one with a Multiverse. But if they're playing Haughty Djinn, that obviously means they have to have a counterspell of some kind. So that's the hardest part about this whole thing. We can throw away 1 Shivan Reef. Draw a card. Okay. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Storm Carved Coast. I think we're going to pass. And the only reason is we can either play Wandering Emperor or we can then have Ajano Seed of the Empire. Okay. Do we do this now? Okay, no. That can resolve. That gets stronger. But its defense doesn't go up, so... Oh, okay. They're paying... Okay. What are they playing? They got 1, 2, 3, 4... Brotherhood's End. I'm gonna see if I can try to force them... Okay, so they got rid of all of our artifacts. Does he go swinging? Oh, I forgot to activate it. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that was a mistake on my part. I hope that doesn't cost me anything. A dragon token, which is fine. Let's see. How do we do this? Sanctuary Warden? Okay. Decline. Okay, so we have protection for the time being. 2 cards in hand. Here. Oh boy, they can start going off here. But that means now spells can't be countered. Okay. Bounce that. Do they pass? Okay. So, well, now that they have that, we can repair and recharge for nothing. We then... Let's see... Wandering Emperor for free. Token. First strike and flying. Decline. Do they block? Not. Alright. Brotherhood's End.
This isn't going to go how you think.
Strangle again.
I'm never done.
Oh
for
boy.
good.
Ugh. Actually, I realized I almost made it a punt there. Ooh. Okay, we need to not block with Sanctuary Warden again. Okay, they take away that. Ooh, okay, okay. So, how do we do this? Move a counter. Down to 4. And then now we play Farewell. Exile all creatures. And graveyards. Woo! That was almost too close.
I'm not overconfident.
I was like, wait, did I punt that one? Oh boy. Oh, thank goodness. I gave myself a heart attack there for no reason, everyone. Okay. Okay, everybody, we are past the halfway point of this. We have 4 wins now. We are down 2 losses, so we have to win the next 3 if we want to get any token. So at this point, it can go any way. You've seen our matches have been all over the place, but let's see. Looking at this hand right now, this is close to the dream. We have removal. We have the Fable to distract our opponent and maybe hopefully make a couple of treasures. We can then toss out with Fable Portal, bring it back with Repair and Recharge, and be in a good spot if they're a creature-heavy deck. If they're not creature-heavy, this might be a little iffy. Of course, our opponent has to go first again. They made a food first. That's interesting. Usually everybody always does treasure first. Okay, Faithful Mending. That's good, too. Tranquil Cove coming down. Okay, they made the treasure now. Okay, black mana. So, let's see what our opponent's gonna try to do. Let's, I guess, Tomorrow. He will do this now. We'll wait. We have Faithful Mendings now, so we can throw it out with that without having to crack our treasure just yet. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Always. Every time. Okay, throw away Portal Phyrexia. Throw away the other Faithful Mending. Make the food. 3, 4 mana. Sundown Pass. How do we do this? Fable. We make our token. Alright. We're close to where we want to be. If our opponent can put down a couple more real creatures, then this is pretty sweet. They throw away some stuff. Shieldred? Come on. Put down Shieldred. I dare you, opponent. No, they don't. We will block here. Get rid of the token. Okay, board's clear. Come on, Shieldred. I dare you, opponent. Ow. Okay. Not quite what I was expecting. Repair and recharge. Bring back the portal to Phyrexia. Owl gets blown up. Obviously, they're going to dig for stuff. So this might give them a free Shieldred. But we do have... Okay, Giada. Interesting. So they're Mardu Angels? That's interesting. We have at least Wraths for that, so I'm not worried. Just got to get to stuff here. Okay. They mill. Bring back Owl. But they can't cast it, can they? No, they can't. That means it comes to us. Archangel of Wrath. Hold on. What do we want? Oh, it's in their hand, that's why. Okay. Let's see. Blood-Tide Heart Harvester. Get a blood token. Transform. Let's see. How do we do this now? I think Wandering Emperor. Exile Giada.
You are not much of a roadblock.
This will be a target, obviously, coming up. I just realized, wait, we don't have actually the mana to cast Permanent down the house. We need a red source. Ew. That's awkward. Maybe I should have gotten the Archangel of Wrath. At least that would have given us lifelink to buy its time. But either way, it's fine. It's fine, everybody. We can still do this. It's not too late. They make another Blood-Tide Harvester. Are they going to try to Wrath our board with this little guy? Probably. Yep. That's sad. There you go, swinging, taking out the Emperor. Yep. All we just need right now is one red source, and we're gravy.
I guess that's that.
This time we'll bring in Archangel of Wrath. No. Faithful Mending. Come on, red source. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Not what I wanted to do, but it's fine. Take out that reflection. I don't want that thing making any more goodies against us. Destroy evil. negate that. We just need a chump blocker for a little bit. There's Shieldred. Okay, that's fine. Opponent sacrifices their other Blood Tithe Harvester. Gets rid of shield. I'm sorry, gets rid of the Angel. There you go, swinging. Yep. But we're fine now. We actually have our red source. So we can now just wrath the board. Let's see. I guess we're about to wrath the board anyway. Draw. Pings. Okay, burn down the house. Throw away a card. They draw. Gain some life. Okay. Now all we have to do is just bring back their Shieldred, and we are... Oh, never mind. Yes! I'll take that. Whew! Okay, everybody, so here we go. We are playing in, of course, the 4th round of the Decathlon. We are currently at 5 wins and 2 losses, so we are still being pressured to try to pull this off. And we have 3 lands. If we could just get some discard with Cityscape Leveler and Portal Phyrexia in our hand, we can get there. This is a risky hand to keep, but I'm going to keep it because we still have a Wrath. We start first, so we make a treasure, which is nice. Let's see. Chivalry coming down first. Opponent makes their treasure. Okay. We're getting close. I mean, again, if we lose, I'm not going to cry at this point. We did a lot better than the last 2 that we did. Okay, soldiers. Fable. Chivalry. I'm going to bring in Fable now. Okay, so we need to get at least 2 more lands to get to repair and recharge. Or if our opponent doesn't have a way of getting rid of the Goblin Shaman, we can make a token to get 1 step closer. Alright, make a food. The opponent's not playing anything yet, so this will be... Let's just see what they're... Okay, we got a land. Discard 2 cards. Cityscape, Portal. Draw 2. Sundown Pass. Go swinging, make a treasure. Does our opponent block it? Resolute Reinforcements. Make a soldier token. Do they chump block? Or do they fully block? Pass. They make their food. Okay, so they're stumbling on lands, which is good for us. Okay, well, they have their island. Do they tap out here? If they tap out here, then we're good. Siege Veteran. Okay. Pumping up the Recruitment Officer. Do they swing? They do. The damage. Faithful Mending. King ourselves. More lands. Okay, so in that case... Draw. Okay, another land. Deserted Beach. Repair and recharge. Bringing back Portal to Phyrexia. Alright. Get rid of their creatures. They make 1 little soldier token, which is fine. But we now have what we need. Okay. That doesn't hurt us, really. Stormcard Coast. Siege Veteran. Go swinging. Okay. Loses the soldier token. Sack it. Okay. Or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Another Sky Strike Officer. I think we bounce this. Get off the field. We make a bunch of tokens, which is annoying, but not the worst. And then now they can't do anything with that. Okay, so... Resolute Reinforcements. Card. Okay. Deserted Beach. We're building ourselves up so we can get that Cityscape Leveler and destroy the mural. So that's what we're trying to do if we were trying to figure out what the plan here is. Siege Veteran. Pump. And pump again. If they chump block it, that's perfectly fine. Because what we're trying to do is just clear the field right now. We clear the field with that Brotherhood's End, and we're in really good shape here. They tap their tokens to draw a card. Brotherhood's End. Make some tokens. Pass. Okay. We're just grinding out our opponent here. They bring back Mural again. Guardian of New Benalia. Let's bring back Sky Strike Officer. Sacrifice the clue, draw a card. Ooh boy, I don't know about you guys, but if you're still watching at this point, kudos to you still. I'm getting fatigued from this whole event. Whew. Ooh, okay. That's pretty sweet. Okay. Tap the tokens, draw a card. It's just a land. Go swinging. They're probably not going to block. No, they do. They chump block. I'm trying to scry, I'm guessing. That's fine, because here's what we're going to do. Exile all creatures. Field is clear, but we can just keep bringing stuff back. So we are pretty much set. Okay, our opponent is sacrificing their clue. Halo Fountain. That's annoying, but we can deal with that, actually. Sky Strike Officer again. Here we go. Okay. Go swinging. Destroy the Halo Fountain. Now we're talking. Alright, down to 12. We have to lose Cityscape Leveler, sadly, but that's okay. We still have card draw if we need it. Brutal Cathar. Disgusting. Okay, we need a way to answer Brutal Cathar. Let's see. We don't really have any tokens or any small creatures, so this is not something that helps us that much. But we're going to Faithful Mending. Come on, deck. We're so close here. Okay. Go away the Faithful Mending and the Shivan Reef. Destroy the creatures. We get back. Oh, it's on their side. That's awkward. Fable the Mirror Breaker. I forgot it goes back to the owner. That's okay. That's okay, everybody. We can still get through this. We're just eventually going to start bringing back all their stuff. Well, actually, we can bring Brutal Cathar, which is going to be nice. We're down to 12. We're at 18. Survivor of Kolios. Or Corliss, I'm sorry. Words are hard. Brutal Cathar for ourselves. Thank you. Get rid of the Sky Strike Officer. Draw a card. Discard. Faithful Mending. Draw. Okay, so Healy's good. Now we have some card advantage engine.
Don't worry. I'll have this fight over in a flash.
Scry the land.
I know exactly what the
Tap
metal wants.
Portal. Draw a card. Okay, it's a Tranquil Cove. Okay. Faithful Mending. Draw. Come on, deck. We got a couple more ways to answer our opponent here. Well, I guess we just keep the negate. Just in case. Go swinging with the goblin. Make a treasure. Oh, we're so close here to finishing this. Down to 10. We have a negate, so that way we can protect ourselves against what other goofiness they might try to pull on us. Oh my god. They actually have a Brutal Cathar. Ah. Ah. Ay, ay, ay. Do we have? I mean, if we can get to one of our other portals, that'd be great.
Hey, my tools are fragile. You've got power, but you lack style.
Alright, Faithful Bending again. Come on, deck. Okay, Repair and Recharge is fine. We bring back Resolute Reinforcements for a token. Draw. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so Healy goes up.
Think swift like a Felidar.
Tap, draw. Elder Dragon War again. Okay, so, Elder Dragon War. Actually, we should have swung first. Oops. I'm so eager right now just to finish this. Tire board's cleared again. And second round. Hang ourselves. Scry. Our opponent is hanging in there. I give him that. Second Elder Dragon War. Field's clean. Pass. Ooh, boy. Valiant Veteran. They eat some food. Num num num. Go back up to 9. We will bring back Brutal Cathar. Get rid of their Valiant Veteran. And there we go. Okay. Woo! We're almost there, everybody. Did I have fun? Yes. This time I had fun. I'll take that. Okay, everybody. So here we go. This is the last one. It's all or nothing. We are 2 losses and 6 wins. Whatever happens, I'm still happy this is the farthest we've gotten in any of the decathlon so far. We get it. Amazing. And even if we not, that's gonna hurt, but at least it ends on a pretty good note. I will definitely say we're gonna keep this, but I can definitely say right now, this deck, whew, shout out to Joe MTG. I saw his list here. I did one minor tweak since I technically didn't have the 4th copy of Wandering Emperor, and I added in the Saheeli, and that actually did make a game change for us. So, whew, oh my goodness. Oh, this is kind of nervous right now. Opponent, are you there? Oh, good lord. Oh my god. I'm gonna laugh if this is the way we get the win. Okay, our opponent is there. I was about to say, like, opponent, you're about to give me a free win right here. Okay, treasure token. Okay, so Tranquil Cove. Gain a life. Alright, opponent. You have no idea how close I am, opponent. Spirited Companion. They draw a card. Okay. Make a clue. Okay, we're getting our lands. Plenty of lands to work with here. Let's see. Well, this is kind of awkward because we don't have... Okay, actually we can play Faithless Mending with the treasure token. Not ideal, but it's possible. Down to 20. Restoration. Oh boy. What are they playing? Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, they might be making a bunch of tokens here, so we'll see. Sacrifice our clue, draw a card. Make that food. Okay, in that case then, Sundown Pass. Faithful Mending. Draw 2. We throw away the Cityscape Leveler. We have tons of lands right now. I'm guessing... Let's see. Throw away the island. And pass. The hope right now is with Cityscape Leveler, we can close it out very quickly. We just need to make sure that our opponent doesn't have a way of defeating it. Fable the Mirror Breaker. No surprise. That's the all-star card. Opponent goes swinging. Hit us. We're down to 21. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, Stormcarved Coast. Repair and recharge. Cityscape Leveler coming in. It goes. I don't know how our opponent deals with that. If they have artifact removal, then yeah, it sucks. But it all depends on our opponent here, what they're doing. They're playing Boros. Lay down arms. Alright, well, we have another repair and recharge, so that's actually good. Our opponent let us swing here. So what do we take out? Guess the Fable of the Mirror Breakers, that way they don't get any additional value. Alright, they make a token out of that. Do they block?
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
We bounce that back. Whew, okay. We keep it alive for a little bit longer. Okay. But our opponent is going to have an advantage here. Okay. Ew, okay. We're making stuff. Sacrifice the food, sponging the damage. 20. 17. Platoon Dispenser. I have not seen anybody actually play this card. Very interesting. Let's see. Sunset Revelry. Gain some life. Draw a card, make some tokens. And then Faithful Mending. While they're tapped out. Let's see. Throw away cities. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't hard cast it. How do we do this? I think we throw away Cityscape Leveler and a Shivan Reef. Alright, well, we have some chump blockers right now. Oh boy, we need to get to a Wrath. If we can get to a Wrath, we're good. If we can't get to that Wrath, we will lose. Oh man. What a way to end it. It's always the randomest deck that we lose to. I mean, granted, we're not dead yet, but we're going to run out of time very quickly here with our opponent just going super wide here. I'm personally a little scared. They sacrifice their clue to draw a card. Wedding announcement. That's just lovely. They draw a card. Puts a token on that. No. Oh boy. I can cast it. I can unearth it if I have to, but that's not how I want to do this. So, let's see. 4. Okay. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Make that token. Before this gets out of control. Platoon Dispenser. -2, taking out that Platoon Dispenser. Slowing him down. They make a soldier token. Get rid of that.
My judgment is fine.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm so close! But our opponent here is going wide, and we don't have a Wrath to stop them. Do they attack with... Okay. Okay. Wide net attack. We can take out the spear. Well, actually, hold on. No. Do we sponge the hits? No, we probably shouldn't. Okay, block the Architect. Lessen the damage as much as possible. And we're gonna hope that we get a Wrath. We get a Wrath again, we can survive. But we are running out of time. Okay, well, the Mirror Breaker. Of all the decks, I never thought Boros would be the one to stop us here. Okay, throw away a bunch of lands. Come on, Wrath. Wow. Where's our Wrath? They have 2 mana open. If we unearth this, we lose it, and we can't repair and recharge it again. But if we just cast it with repair and recharge, it can chump block, but that's probably not going to be enough to stop them. What do we do here, guys? I do not even know. Sundown Pass. They technically could have some kind of removal. Alright, we're going to hard cast it. Take out the Wandering Emperor. Destroy the Architect.
That's it then.
Okay, so we lose Cityscape Leveler. Do we have anything else we can bring back? I mean, we can bring back if we have to, like, as a... Oh, boy. I didn't feel good about doing that, everybody. Is welcome. Wow, yeah, this is not a deck that I've seen anyone play. Again, I give kudos to anybody that plays something more original, but good lord. That is killing us right now. Down to 3. This is it, guys. Is this it? Do we win or lose? Do we survive the hit? Portal to Phyrexia. Way too late. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. So, we hard cast it, and that's not enough. They'll just sacrifice their tokens. That's not enough. Well, we gave it our all, everybody. Dang. What a way to end it. We just couldn't get to our Wraths fast enough. It's always a Japanese player I always feel like that does these, like, very wacky, out-of-nowhere things. They make all their treasures. Doesn't matter. We were beaten by, out of all decks, a Boros deck. Once again, so close and still so far, guys. Dang. Well, there you have it, everybody. Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Once again, it all comes down to the luck of the draw, and man, if we had a Wrath, we could have had a fighting chance to get back into that. Once again, we were teased by coming so close to getting the first token of this whole event. but this was probably our best run. And the only thing I'm just going to say again is, looking at this deck, for a standard deck, this deck really put in a ton of work. I was really happy with how it turned out. I was really excited to see us pull out a couple of those matches where we thought we were completely dead. In some way, somehow, the deck helped us grind our way out of those pits to get us to these victories. The worst case, of course, was, as you see, we got to our 6 wins. We just missed it by 1. We're going to get 3 packs out of it. So at the very least, it's the equivalent of us basically getting buy 2 for 2,000 gold, get 1 free. So I'll take it. I am bummed once again that we once again are eluded from getting a token. But hey, this was a bit the best run we've had so far. And compared to the last one with sealed, I feel good about this one, so I ain't gonna hate. I might actually keep the deck because I actually do like it. I might do some personal tweaks to it myself to make it more in tune with my style of gameplay, but let me know in the comments below. If you like the deck, I'll leave a link for it if you want to play with it in standard, but otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the content, guys, and I'll see you in the next match. And again, if you actually want to play this deck yourself, give it a try, because you saw what I did. I assure you, in standard, you will not be disappointed.
That's all I have for you today. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And just remember that no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. Later.